Hi guys, so we're now back in the office. I've logged into Flighthub 2, which is the software to control the dock provided by DJI. It's not just a software for controlling the dock, it's actually a software also for project management, fleet management, right? So from here, you can actually have which members are part of your organization. So in the upper left, you see our company name. On the upper right, that's my login. You can see these are people, that we provide access to our systems and their roles and whatever equipment we have bound to this uh, organization. So in this case, we have the dock and the M3TD. Not only can you manage the devices that are bound to this organization, from here you can actually manage the maintenance. For example, if you have a firmware update for the dock, you can actually run the installation here, right? You can also check on the device. For example, if it's too hot, if it requires cooling to be turned on and things like that. So you can actually activate it here, or if you need to open the dock in the event you want to do some kind of maintenance or you need to restart it, it can all be done from this interface. So I've actually created a sample project. Now this sample project is specifically for the dock 2, and I'm going to limit it to what most people would typically use. So imagine if you have at any one time 20 or 30 docks even bound to your account. You can actually check all of their statuses here. Would it statuses? Status? Never mind. But more important is you can actually check how is it at this very moment. So you can see there is a 1.6 meter per second wind and no rainfall, as well as you can see what's going on actually in real time outside the box. So if you put it full screen, you can see there's a cloud coming in. Otherwise, it's actually quite dry with some wind, right? You can also do the same for the drone once it's launched. So over here, there are a few key things you can do. One is you can have maps. So if you process maps, you can actually see them here. Same is with 3D models and 2D models. Okay, if you want to do some kind of geofencing, places where the drone should not be in, or places where I want to limit the drone to, you can set that here. You can also set the predefined routes that you would want in any use case. So for example, where our office is, if we want to use the drone to do a patrol around the area, we can actually pre-program a flight path, as so, and set the flight path for the entire drone, as well as the functions it will need to carry out, for example, taking pictures, taking videos, things like that. Okay, so you can have many flight routes here. And for example, if this construction site, right, were of interest to you, you could have the drone go there to do mapping periodically. So how you will do that? If you look under the task plan menu, you could create plans. So for example, let's say I just want to do a patrol, right? And I wanted to run this flight path using this dock. And I want it to launch immediately. So if everything were right, I would just click OK. It would then upload this flight plan into the cloud. And from the cloud, it would then upload the flight mission into the dock. So let's see what's going on. So the drone is still off, and the two things are going to happen. It's going to wake the drone up. Second, it's going to open the cover. as you can see, it's opening the cover now. And this is the drone inside the box. Now the drone is turned on. You can actually see the status of the drone, and we can actually see what is at the camera of the drone. So let's first take a look at the drone. Right. So once the drone is launched, the case will close itself. Now let's see what the drone sees. Now, not only can you see what the drone actually sees, you can also change what is being seen. So you can activate the zoom camera, right, or the thermal. So now we're approaching the end of the flight mission. And once it ends, it will then automatically return to the dock. In the event landing is tricky, the machine can't automatically land into the dock, you can define an alternate landing site for the drone to land instead of the dock itself. Okay, it's coming down. And you can see what's going on in the dock. So we'll just wait for the drone to come down. See the shadow. Right? And once it's packed in there, it will then rotate so that the propellers will fold into the box. Okay, so that is the data acquisition phase. So once it's landed, the drone will then transfer data from the drone into the dock. Now the dock has some storage, 80 gigabytes of storage. It will then transfer this data into the dock, and from the dock, the data will then slowly be transmitted into cloud. So as you can see, live stream pause, wait until aircraft file download is completed, right? So it's actually transferring this data up. It'll take a while, so I'll just open some previous flights data for you to take a look. So as you can see, everything is sorted by date and mission plan, right? So let's take one of these. And you can then see what's going on. So as you can see, not only can you collect data, it can then be sent to you. And if in the case of mapping data, you can have the images then sent for processing. So you can see up here, you can start mapping and then cloud to have it processed. Then this data, you can then do your annotations or overlay it, right? One thing to add is that because the nature of Flighthub 2 is actually quite multi-purpose, it's a command center as well as a control for the dock, as well as data processing, data storage. It is many things to many people. So in terms of configuration, it can get quite messy or complex even, because it also depends on, for example, if your use case has a lot of record then view, you would need a lot of storage. If you are the kind to just want to see something in real time, then you will need more live streaming minutes. And if your operations require you to share data everywhere, you may need a slightly different configuration. So please consult if you can have us help you out with the configuration. If you're in Malaysia, we can even provide you with some consultation services, for example, not only about the software, but also about the setup of the dock itself. Is it suitably placed? What about connectivity? And what other things may need to be installed on your site? For example, would you need to raise the platform where the drone is? Would you need extra security, right? Maybe electrically you will need different circuit breakers and things like that. Or maybe even if the generator set is not stable enough, you may need to augment it with maybe even a solar and battery combo, right? So that these are alternative power sources and solutions that you can use to run the dock. And we'll be happy to guide you through it. If you're if it's not possible for us to help you, please contact your local DJI dealer. They should be able to help you out, right? If you have any further questions, you can email us or just put them in the comments below. If you like what you just saw, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you and fly safe.